Black women are tired of supporting their black men when they're not getting the same support in return. Man, I might lose a few of you here, but I saw it go. I am Jason Lewis, and this is a safe space for the culture. Recently, black women have been talking louder than ever. But who's really listening? Black Lives Matter. Wait, that includes women too, right? DJ Tim Westwood has been accused of allegedly behaving inappropriately with young black women. But what I want to know is, how come a 62-year-old man like Timmy Savile is being booked to entertain and be around university students as young as 18? Should I ease up on him? Nah. So, to give this some context, Tim was alive when there were signs up saying no blacks, no Irish and no dogs. He probably made a couple of them signs. Tim was 9 years old when England won the World Cup. That's mad old. Tim was 11 when Martin Luther King was murdered. For real. Tim was 16 when hip hop was born. But this ain't about Timothy. It's about the women who are trying to speak up. But we ain't listening. That's the radio station who employs Tim Westwood. And they blocked one of his accusers even though she never even mentioned them. Wallahi. Now, to be fair to this old age pervert pensioner, how can we expect an entitled guest in our culture like Tim Westwood to respect us if some of us black men don't respect our women in the first place? He makes a good point, you know. Kings, let's be honest. There's a lot of us out here who don't give our queens the respect they deserve. For example, this week, the singer Ray Black recently spoke out about being violated by the UK rapper known as Ambush. And when she confronted him online about it, he let his ego get in the way of an apology. Bruh. Now yes, Ambush, you made a mistake, bro, and we all make them. Message. But what made it even worse was when a sister like Ray Black shows courage to speak out, the man them jump in her comments and want to tear her down and say things like, why is she talking about it now? This isn't just a UK issue, by the way. Black women feel ignored worldwide. Let's look at the United States. How many times do we have to see our own people rush to defend men like Chris Brown, Bill Cosby and R. Kelly just because they feel compelled to support the brothers who made it? Speaking of R. Kelly, black women have been calling him out for years, but none of us listened. It's like we forgot he peed on children. That's a piss take. He married Aaliyah at 15, so she's too young to ride a moped, but not R. Kelly. He wrote an album called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number whilst having sex with a child. Yet, within our own black communities, calling out violations on black women perpetrated by black boys and men is seen as an act of treason. And black feminists have been vilified for highlighting these attacks on black women in general. Shout out to ZZ Mills. So, my brothers, if black lives truly matter, then that means black women matter too. And black men, look, if we don't recognize that, who else will? Look, we know that it isn't specific just to black men. However, we also know that when the victims are black girls and women, empathy is minimal from all people. So when our queens speak up, we need to listen, because everyone loses when the voices get stifled. What about all the dark-skinned sisters who are always getting disrespected as well? That's a whole next one by itself. And look, it's fair to say that as a culture, we've got lots of work to do. But you know what? I believe in us. So fellas, let's unite to empower and uplift our sisters and make sure everyone everywhere follows our example. We know better, so let's do better. And on that note, I'll see you in a bit.